Hey guys, it's LZ here. So this is our remote for the w220 S500. I'm doing this because there was a thread and someone asked me to show it. So what I've done is, this is my old remote that came with the car. The car that I bought, they changed out the ignition system and put in one of the chrome ones, which is this one here. So that's what's in my car now. So this will unlock and lock the car, but it will not start the car. So anyhow, I notice on yours is broken here. So I basically, before you do anything, you should make sure that there's no debris in your way. If you don't have tweezers, you can use needle nose pliers, or you can use, I always have an old pair of toe clippers, if you want to call it that, but these are like I love these things for everything. So you want to make sure there's no debris in your area. Okay, so just kind of make sure that it's kind of like pulled up, and that way there you know there's no debris. Now, I do have the original key. I came with it. So here's the original key. So this is basically what you have, correct? You have a damaged area on top. Peel it back so no debris goes down inside. You're gonna be, I'm left-handed, so I apologize. I'll show you here. You're going to take the key out, you slide the rigid clip here, okay? If you look down in here, you will see a off gray unit. It kind of looks like it's stair-stepped. So what I usually do is I take my key. This is, you do this to change the battery out too, and I put my key all the way in like so. See it? And I go until it drops down the step, and then I push in. You can feel the spring pushing in. Okay. So by using the key, that gives me a chance to hold the unit like so. So I'm still have pressure on the spring. That kind of holds it, and then you're going to use your nails. If you don't have nails, you can use a very fine knife. You don't want to like use anything like a pick like this, because then you're gonna make damage on your plastic. On the old one, it doesn't matter, obviously. But on your new one, if you're changing batteries and you start digging like this, you're gonna have like little scar marks. So you can either use your nails and pull up on it like that, or if you don't have nails, like I said, you just kind of like drop your key in, let's go down the step, and then push in, and now you can basically, you can control the key. Hang on a second. Like I said, I'm left-handed, so I'm doing this to me opposite, and that kind of holds it. And then if you have a nice thin blade, you can go in here and open it up this way, which acts like your nail, like so. And then once it's open, then you can take it out like so, because you really want to scratch it. Like this is the old one. And that takes out the batteries. Now to exchange batteries, you'll notice that the upper bar, there. I guess if you're holding it like this, where's the positive side? Sorry, yeah, so it is the upper bar. If you flip it over, you're going to see that it has a little locking system here. Don't yank on this trying to get it out, because there is a little hook here. You basically want to push on that hook, either with your nail or whatnot, and then that controls that unit. So I bought some batteries over at CVS. This is 2 for $8 or 1 for $5.50. So choose which one you want. So these are two brand new ones. And I guess they don't want you to swallow these. I'm sorry. They have little kitty things on here. These are those. So basically positive up. Positive up. And then slide this unit back in. Just be gentle because it's a very fine spring metal. So now that's ready to go. Now I notice my board inside here should have a nylon piece going across that kind of clips and locks the thing in place. So this one doesn't have one, but I'll show you anyway. If you go in here and try to, you know, dig it out and stuff, you're gonna tear up the board. So if you have a paper clip, you can take your paper clip and just roll the edge about 1 millimeter. Which basically you're just gonna hold this on the edge and let it roll back. So you have a very fine hook on the end. Okay. So now what you want to do, if you imagine there's a nylon piece pressed up against the upper body and the board. So you want to slide this between the upper body, on the inside obviously, and the board, which is pressing up pretty hard against it. So you can either hold it like so and kind of squeeze. If you squeeze, I will let this kind of like rise up. Once it rises up, then you can just slide this in. Once it gets in there, then turn it and then pull the board out. Okay? You can pull your board out. So what I'm saying is that there's a nylon piece that goes across here, which is missing. All right? And as you can see, there's all kinds of lines here. So you don't want to like get in here and do any major scratching. You just want to be able to slide in between the upper piece, the body of this, and here. So I showed you a video of that. So here's the board. All right, and here's the remote that's all messed up. Inside there's a track. So then you get your new one. I don't have my new one yet. It's coming in. And then you just slide this back in until you hear, you know, it will click because it will have that nylon white board thing. I'm sorry. We'll have the nylon across the top to hold that in place, and then once that's in place, then you would drop your keys, your top piece. And it's always good to have new batteries, and you know, as you can see, it, of course this is broken here. It wouldn't be funny if I'm doing this and my car's locking and unlocking outside. You know, so that's the button for here. Good all. So I'm basically gonna put all this back. I broke this apart just to show you how yours will look. And like I said, I have a new one coming, so I really don't care about breaking it. But obviously, I want to be able to, until I get my other one, just to keep anything going into my board. So right now I'm just putting some tape on it. Don't do this at home. Like I said, I just don't want to get anything in there because I just peeled it back for you. I mean, it still works, all that stuff. Like I said, I don't use this one. I just did this to kind of show you guys. So like I said, just kind of put your key in completely like so. Let it drop down the step. and then push in. So drop down, push in. And then see, I can hold the whole body like this. I know there's a lot of videos are showing like this, and my thing is, if you're holding it like this, then I don't know, I guess you can still get your fingers in here and open it like that. See it? So if you were to do it the opposite way, you can put your key in and drop it down the stairs and then slide it in like so, and then use your thumb and your palm to hold the key in that position, so it's not floppy. And then you can just take your thumbnail and then just pull on it and open it up. So that's basically what you're doing there. A silver key is easier. You take the key out, same scenario. And what I do with the silver keys, in case any of you guys have silver keys, is here is your charcoal gray plastic piece in here. So if you're holding the star to you, you basically push that piece to the right and then drop your key down. And if you drop your key down, it just kind of basically holds it in position. Basically, see? Like that. And once that's down like that, then I can control my key and then get my fingernails, and it's easy to pull out on that one. These boards are easier. They have a tongue on them. You just pull the tongue out, and then there's your board. I'm replacing this one because it has a crack on it. So for $25–30 to make me happy. And always make sure it goes back in the track. And that's it. So you hear it clips and locks, and then this goes back in here, and it's done.